Hello, hello, hello. I start up this game and it shows that there's 27 out of 60 people online. And that was the wrong server. So hopefully, let's see. Hoping. There we go. There's only 7 people on the server. That was a little confusing. Starting to get a bit worried that, maybe me joining in this server would have been very difficult with me having so much gear. Um, so much so that I know for a fact that I have too much. I am extremely disorganized and I need to regain my footing and my positioning. And me being here, there's a combat helmet. Alright, me being here at this airfield, I know exactly where I'm at. Um, I don't necessarily want to be here in this area, though. This is a very dangerous area. I apologize if my mic is a little bit loud. I get my pillow set up a little bit better. USG 45 magazine. Throw that in my inventory because I think that's... Alright, so I have 2 magazines, maybe even a third for this weapon. So I am overpacked. Way too overpacked. There's a battery right there. Throw that in my inventory. I need to get the fuck out of here. That's what I need to do. But with there only being 7 people online, I'm a little bit more comfortable running back through and checking the bunkers and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Problem is, what kind of gun is that? What kind of ammo does that take? 7.62 by 39. Let's see. I might actually have more rounds for this rifle than for this repeater carbine. I'm actually going to grab that. But still, the problem with being overpacked right now is that I have way too much gear. Me just swapping out for that rifle is a little bit better than me having that that repeater that only had 1 shot available. See, I'm not comfortable being here. Specifically because that door is open. And I don't know who's in the area. So, I'll swap to my shotgun really quick. The only reason why I'm checking in here is to make sure I got everything. There's just a random red bandana, which never happens. Oh, is that an AK? It's a Vega, so that's an automatic shotgun. Military sweater. So since the server wipe last, somebody has been here. I don't know if anybody is still here in this environment. I'd prefer not to get shot, so. Put this in my gear wheel. There we go. Don't want to test it. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I hope you're okay. Nice, thank you. Just giving it a second because I have too much crap on me right now. Just gonna give it a couple seconds and then I will head back out. Motherfucker. I'm doing this, I'm going to probably drop that on the floor. Then probably stack those. It's good. No rounds. I missed that shot. Are you fucking kidding me? Just trying to get the fuck out of here. Alright, so yeah, again, I apologize if my mic is a little loud. I noticed that in some of the previous videos I'm a little loud. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna unpack that box of ammo here. Hey, Jeremiah. That's a whole box for that one magazine, which is alright. Again, I have too much shit on me, so I just need to get the fuck out of here for right now. I have this and this as far as food, I believe. So, I'm alright for right now, but is that an empty magazine or is that a full? Can't tell. There we go. That one was empty. So, I have 3 magazines. 2 of them are empty, so I just need to get the fuck out of here. I didn't see that until it was a little too late, but so I have a game plan. I know exactly where I'm headed. Everybody wants to go to Northwest Airfield right off the bat, but yeah, Northwest. I'm actually a little bit further west than the airfield itself. Come on. It's never a good sign when you see a zombie up on the roof. It means somebody could possibly be in that building. Universal flashlight. Oh, what the hell? I think I already have some of this, so I'm just gonna stack them up just in case I run into something I can use them. And then once I get out of the city, I'm gonna go through my ammunition, make sure everything's decent, or pack it. Gonna chill right here for a second, let the zombie forget that I'm even in this building. Although that's exactly what I was doing a second ago, and it didn't really fucking help. Um, I know exactly where I'm at, so I'm just gonna zoom in on this map and try to see if I can get some positioning. So I already jumped over the water supply, which is it's fine. Um, I'm already heading in the wrong direction, I think. Yeah. Yes, no, kind of. I know exactly where I'm at, though, so.
Because it's not.
Oops. Let me see. Just going to my page. There we go. Okay, so I can tell how loud I'm being or if I'm being too quiet. So pull the stream open on my phone so that way I can kind of keep up with everything. I want to go that direction. However, I think if I go around this church, I could even check inside if I want to. Check inside real quick just to show you guys what it's like. Usually, there'll be all sorts of junk on the ground and stuff like that. Very rarely will you ever find anything in here. Um, Chest holster. It'll take my my bulletproof vest slot, so I don't want to put that on. So there is a camp of that direction. It's a regular camp, but if I go back that direction and loop back towards that uh, little tower that's up over there, I will potentially get closer to that tower. I'll get closer to a military camp. So, problem is, I don't want to be running out here in the open. Get easily picked off over here. Um, Pretty sure that's a military base up over there, right there. But there are a lot of wolves and stuff like that as well, so I'm just gonna back, back away very, very slowly. Yeah, from what I'm seeing on the map, that is exactly what that is. Um, yeah, from what I'm seeing on the map, that is I don't want to give away my positioning just yet. I don't know why, but I keep running into those fucking zombies that love to follow me. This lady loves to get sick for some reason. Running, keep running, keep running. Stop yelling. Got a little bit further away. So I'm gonna go inside this little house really quickly. But just gonna look around, see if there's anything like food wise or there's a backpack right there. Nothing in it. There's a visor somewhere nearby. Looks like he's wearing hunter clothing. A white hunter uniform. off that direction are more wolves. Off this direction are just basic animals like deer, elk. I do have a knife, but my inventory is full, so I can't necessarily put this gun down. I can swap it out with other guns that are on my back, but I can't put the gun down and pull out a knife. I could drop it on the floor and pull out a knife, but if I drop it, I'm more than likely going to run away from it, and I don't want to do that. So now I'm in a tree line, and I can get rid of the shotgun. Piece of shit. I only have that one shot left. Cool. See, I have way too much ammo, way too much gear. Um, I have too many scopes. That one's for. I'm gonna drop that. I don't need that. Um, I don't need half of this stuff, but the reason why I have it is just to get it out of the way, um, just to make sure it wasn't used against me when I was over there, um, or in case I ran into a weapon where I needed it. Your pants. So I have 20 slots. I think I'm. Is it 24 slots for firefighter pants? Okay, it's somewhat better. Just oh, fuck. The only reason why I say that they're somewhat better is because it's not just a black tone, but I ended up picking them up for some reason. I put them in my inventory. Fuck those pants. Alright. So now I have an SK rifle. I don't think this thing can take a scope. I thought it would take, the underbarrel kind of scope or whatever, the same that like an AK would, but I don't think so. Although it's a rifle, so it's something better. And then I have a 45. It's a semi-automatic. I can probably change the shooting settings because I could switch it on or off. I don't want to do that. So, just talking about the light. Would be nice if I had like a fully automatic selection, but I think I'd have to zoom in, press up, down, left, right, or something on the D-pad. Right is to speak out loud, so, but The audio options changed that feature, so just keep tabs out for unusual movement. But then again, I'm also moving, so it's not going to help. What I would love to find is a rifle that has a scope to it, or something so that way I can see from a distance and just check for a couple miles away. But the 45 has a scope on it, so and then I can switch in between the rails and then the scope. But this is what I was seeing on the map. It's looking for a break in the fence, and then I can probably crawl under right there. I don't know if somebody's already been here or not. 5 AC. Grr. Sorry for that. I need to stop cutting myself. This lady bleeds really quickly, and I need to find either more rags or something cut into rags or some more bandages because I have almost nothing. Never been up here, so I'm gonna check it out. This would be a semi-decent spot to build a base. Boots. Jungle boots. I'm wearing assault boots, so that allows me to put a knife inside of my boot. Fuck, bleeding again. Using my last bandage. If I see any more clothing, it's getting torn up, so that way I could use it as far as bandages, but might be a while before I find anything, so I need to speak of the devil. Four. So I have at least 4 more options to be able to patch myself up. What is this? Let me see if I can stack that with anything that I have. I think I can. There we go. I got 15 shots for that. For a handheld, or the hand pulser thing. Should really have my gun out when I'm just running through here aimlessly, not even paying attention. Look at this helmet. I feel like that one's enough to give away my position, but it's a stronger helmet, so it's something. Oh. Can I have this foregrip on my... No, I can't. Specific for that. What's this? Using select rifles. I wonder what rifle takes that round, because it must be a pretty heavy rifle. Always check doorways, make sure there's no trip mines or anything like that. You don't want to get blown up for no reason. Oftentimes people throw them right in the doorway or like right up the stairway, right up here. Okay, that's just the texture on the edge of the stairs. Sometimes they'll sit right back there. By 19. It's another face mask like the one I'm wearing. Somebody's just recently been here. So I think somebody's taken the same path that I took earlier. What is that? Five by 39. It's a KA mag. So what is this? I don't have an AK. Although that would be perfect if I did have one. The unfortunate part is if I were to... See, I can't hold on to that. If I were to stack 19 and 11, I think they're exactly 30 rounds. So that actually might fit here in this magazine. But it's still going to take up 3 extra slots. So... But each stack of ammunition only takes up 1 stack, so keeping it separate from the magazine actually only takes up 2 out of the 3 slots that the magazine takes up. However, just to hold on to it for later and keep it packed in case I do find an AK-47, I'm just going to do that. Okay, I've already checked in here before, I think. Yeah, I did. Okay, so that zombie just went straight through that fence like it was nothing. So me closing this gate on the zombie that was chasing me did absolutely nothing. Oh, no, 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 he's right there. So my blood's going up, health is starting to go up, although, see, I'm missing a quarter of health already. So, the food's going down, and my water's going down. I have food, I have water, I just need to get the fuck out of this area. I even have empty hand space, so I can eat this canned tuna on the way out. If I'm not mistaken, I think I want to go directly that direction. I'm going to check the map really quickly. If I'm not mistaken, I think I want to go directly that. But there's actually a water supply station off this way. So I'm going to refill my water and then head north. This is east, so this direction's east. If I follow this road, I should hit a random town, I think, random city. Very small, but it's enough to actually get something. Let's see. So this little dirt path should hit a random road, and then if I backtrack just a slight bit, then I should actually make my way to a city where I can refill my water and head north. North being that direction. There's this, there's that road. But if I head, let's say, let's hit this. If I hit that direction, I should hit the northwest airfield. But I want to hit every military loot space along the way. That would be funny if there are squirrels in this game. Squirrel. There's that random town. Just gonna zoom in, see if anything is catching my interest really quickly. I don't know why, but that thing over there is catching my attention. Weird. Okay. Never want to stand still for far too long. But, who cares? Don't see any zombies or anything in the area, so it would be just me that's running up on the town. Want to be very careful of that because there's a possibility that somebody killed zombies and they're just laying on the floor and I'm not seeing a player. Not seeing any action or any movement. But if I see any dead zombies, then there might be somebody in the area. So that's something I want to be careful of. Stores are closed, so that's a good sign. That means that nobody's been here since the server wiped. Or at least in this building. The door looks like it's wide open to me. That zombie is aggro on something, but it's not aggro at me, so it's a bit worrisome. Just looking for water supply. Maybe a knife sharpener or something, that would be nice. Usually you find those sitting here in the outhouses. Of course, open the door unarmed. Wait, get yourself killed. What's that? 380. Yep, don't need that. What would be nice though is if I had like a suppressor that I could throw on this thing. Like a water pump would be over there. Best way to tell if somebody's been in the area is if there's any fruit or anything on the floor. I mean, it's not always guaranteed that somebody's in the town, but if there's some rotten fruit lying around, then that's not a good sign. There's a water supply. So I'll check behind here really quickly. Those vitamins? Taking them. Scared the shit out of me. First, I thought that was a zombie screaming, so I was like, should I turn around? But it wasn't. I'm actually gonna empty that out and refill it just because I don't know if it's gonna have any kind of contaminations. Put my back to that bush just to make sure that there absolutely is nobody behind me while I'm drinking. I want to drop the soap. I'm just gonna keep sipping until my character's full. There we go. What they say that you should do is grab a water bottle and just refill it. Drink and move around, refill it. You can do that about 3 times, but at the same time, I really hate moving around a whole lot because A, that draws more attention to you if there is somebody in the area, but it could also draw zombies your direction, which really throws me off because there are no zombies around you currently. There was one just walking around this way, and then it just disappeared. I don't play Ark. It's very rare, but sometimes you'll find a gun up here on the roof. Alright, I have no clue where that zombie went, so it's a little worrisome. While I'm here, though, I should check around some of the local trees to see if they've dropped any fruit. This door's open. That door's open. This door's open. These would usually be shut right after a server wipe, so I don't think I'm the only person that's been in this area. There's one zombie. Hoping. If you don't know, you can eat dried fruit in this game without getting sick or anything like that. So, but if your character is basically all in the white, then you don't have to worry about it. Just because I'm feeling a little sketchy. CR527. What kind of ammo does this take? I think I have that. Nice. I have a spare magazine. Wait, you know what? I want to see something. Damn. Standard rail mounted. So it can't be this type of gun. But I'm just going to grab it just to get it out of my line of sight. Or out of most people's lines of sight. Just throw it out here in the middle of the grass. Can opener. That one's a little bit better shape than the one I have, so I'm gonna seal that one. This door's wide open too, so that's a little awkward. I doubt it has any batteries. Drop my phone. This, I believe, is an apple orchard. So, come over here and take a peek. See if there's anything on the floor. Not seeing much. Okay. Don't want to run because it'll eat away at my energy level, make your food and your water go down faster. But I want to hit this main road on I keep off of the grass so that way I can not destroy my shoes as quickly. Have my footprint a little bit quieter. But just to verify what I'm doing, I'm gonna take a peek at the I survived map so that way I know exactly where I'm at. So I just hit that. There's a there's a possibility that cars will spawn in the area. So I'm pretty sure we're off the right track headed this way. Yeah. So it seems like we're on a good walking path. Um, so if I were to head straight that direction now, I'd more than likely hit exactly where I want to go. But because this road's gonna loop, it does here. The map shows if I just head straight this direction along the road, I should end up hitting the cross section because it's gonna veer off to the left and then curve around towards this direction anyhow. So I would just be walking a straighter path to the same road, and then I'd run into another town. Still want to be careful to make sure that there's no like enemies or anything in the area, but this direction directly feeds to another campsite. I believe it's going to lead to a body of water, the edge of the road, probably in that tree line right there, off to the right side a little bit, and then just past that, say from here to where that other town was, there should be another town that's a MBVMC. It's another military camp. There's a body of water just in that little field of trees right there. So if I had a fishing pole, I would love to stop over there, go fishing, and then cook up the fish for a little bit. But I was never able to find a. There is fish in the game, and you can go fishing. There are multiple different types of fish. The fishing is actually the most beneficial way to survive because not only does it refill your water, but there's another body of water that you can. So maybe this is the one that I was thinking of. Must have moved it out of that tree line, but I'm still on the right path. I'm gonna double check that though, just to be sure. Let's see here. I believe this is the right path. Yep. Okay. I was just looking at my phone for a second. I apologize for that. Who walked in and fucking literally nothing there for a second. So this should be up that way, and then there's a dirt road headed this direction. think this is the hiking trail, I guess. So this should lead me to another military camp, following this road for a second. Just kind of making sure I don't see any enemy movement. Oh, you were kicked off the game. The server is shutting down. That's weird. I didn't see any notifications. No server detected. That's so fucking weird. Alright, so, oh, hacking failed. The server shutting down. I didn't try connecting to a server. Alright, so now is probably a good time to just take a 5-minute break. I'm going to try to regain my position here in a minute. Once the server restarts, I should be able to hop back on and then run back to the Northwest Airfield. So, with that being said, I'm going to end the stream here, and then I'll pick it back up in another 10 minutes. Hope you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day, and a happy weekend. See you in the next video.